Hello, I'm Richard Hattersley and I'm joined by Simon Guest from Nomisma. In our companion product showcase video, we saw Nomisma in action and found out how it can solve problems in your practice. In this video, we're going to be looking at the frequently asked questions about Nomisma. So Simon, let's start with workflow and task management, which you touched upon in the first video. So tell us how Nomisma can handle this.
Sure. Well, it's hard to overstate how often we get asked by practitioners for a single view where they can see all of their clients, the whole practice in front of them, but then be able to drill down and look at the detail pertaining to different jobs without going to a separate system. So if I go back to our main dashboard, you've got the KPIs along the top, full client list and breakdown here. And on the right, you've got all your deadlines aged. So if I were to pop into VAT, we can see a couple of jobs that we've got pending there. And from here, I can change the status of any of the jobs. And I can also assign to somebody else as required. I can add notes. But the other thing that's probably important to stress here is that I can go straight in and start the work. So it's a fully live system.
Thank you. Next question. In the previous video, you introduced Nomisma's bookkeeping app. Understand you also have a self-assessment app as well. Could you give us the tour?
Yes, absolutely. And really what this is all about is having a clear communication bridge between the practice and the client in an area where speed and efficiency are really at a premium. So mobile's the obvious way to go from our point of view. So if we call up a self-assessment client here, currently set on internal review, but if I go in and change the status to being sent for approval to the client, okay, that's been updated, and when that flips over, what that's actually going to do is notify the client. So I can see here on the mobile screen that I've been notified. So let's switch across and have a look at that. Okay, so here we are looking at the app from the perspective of the client, and what we can see here is we've been notified that our return needs to be approved. We've got an overview of the situation, but we can also go in and review on the mobile device the return. Where appropriate, we can approve it. Similarly, we've got the tax calculation and also the summary. And then we can actually sign it off. And there we go. So that has now gone back to the practitioner, but I can also look back previous tax years here and also be notified of how I need to go about making a payment. But if we now scoot back to the browser view of the practitioner, there we can see that the return has automatically been updated to being approved.
Thank you, Simon. Next question is on payroll, a big topic over the past 12 months. So in terms of payroll then, how can Nomisma support accountants make what is potentially a low margin job and turn it into a profitable one?
Well, in fact, if you've got simple payrolls, so single director companies or those with a number of salaried employees who aren't changing much month to month, you can actually fully automate it. So if I go in and pick up a payroll client, go into edit the details, I can then go into payroll settings, and I see here the facility for automatic payroll. So what this allows me to do is firstly specify where I want to send the payslips. Do I want to send them to the main contact or direct to the employees? If I choose employees, it'll then correctly flag up that I need to finish off at least an email address or two. But I can also send a summary to the employer, to the main contact there. So I'll do that. And then When I enable that, subject to that email address, this is now ready to roll. So come the next payroll run date, what it's going to do is fire off the pay slips to the employees, and it's going to send that summary to the employer. But what it's also going to do is send all the necessary submissions to HMRC.
Well, thank you very much, Simon. If you'd like to see more about Nomisma, please watch our companion product showcase where you'll be able to see it in action. But until next time, bye for now.